safe journey.
Entering system. Silent witness.
Can I help? Here you go. Good profit to you.
Can I help? Here you go. You go now.
Entering system. Heretics end.
Hello there. Can I help? Here you go. Good luck out there. Awaiting orders.
Entering system. Argon Prime. Entering system. Getsufune. Autopilot engaged. Entering system. The Void. Autopilot disengaged. Unknown object.
Requesting immediate backup.
Oh, welcome. You must be the new assistant. Please reiterate to work. Take note of the locational information I'm about to transmit to you. Where the assistant colleague of sorts going forward is currently just a new However, she seems to be having trouble with other onboard systems and has not yet been able to escape the caustic cloud. Apparently, there is otherwise she could have simply left at any point. Do not worry, her supply is quite sufficient to hold out for quite some time. If she complied with her task instructions, she should have left navigational beacons around the hazardous zones before conducting this experiment. Locate them and find out what frequencies she's monitoring in order to establish a contact.
A risky mission. I can barely contain my excitement. We should hurry to save the research findings and the assistant from their unfortunate position.
Empty space. Mammoth, Vanguard, empty space.
Use your long-range scan to locate the nav beacons, but be careful to stay clear of the hazardous region, eh? It seems your colleague was exceptionally cautious. I advise you to be the same. She installed protective measures to deter meddling Terrans and other criminals. As long as you appear non-threatening, no harm should befall either your mechanical or your biological vessel. If you lack nav beacons, you'd better pick some up. We'll need them later to establish a link to your colleague.
PE. Danger. Hazardous region detected. Danger. Hazardous region detected. Unknown object. Danger. Hazardous region detected. Nav beacon.
Thank you.
Unknown object. Laser tower Mark 1. Laser tower Mark 1. Coal mine. Coal mine. Nav beacon.
Thanks for your help.
What is left of your predecessor's ship? As you can see, he was not proficient enough to navigate this dangerous space. Needless to say, he was relieved of his duties after that incident and sent to join a maintenance crew. Let this be a cautionary tale to you, Assistant, for you will need to avoid his mistakes if you do not wish to share his fate. Very well. We know now what frequency she is looking for to find your way out. You should send her some calibrated nav beacons to use as fixed points to navigate her way out of her misery. Push a nav beacon into the hazardous area so that your colleague can receive the signal. Be aware that your nav beacons will probably suffer corrosion themselves, so it might take a few attempts.
Thanks for your help. Danger. Hazard region detected. Target acquired.
This experiment was a thorough success. The alloy composition protected the system's inside from any damage. The minor navigational issues should not pose a problem once you join my assistant as pilot. Once you're ready, leave your ship somewhere safe and join my other assistant. The two of you will make a great expedition team.
Danger. Hazardous region detected. Katana. Morea. All damaged. Damage. All damage. All damage. All damage. All damage. Damage. All damage. Docking granted. Welcome, pilot number 3.
Very good. It appears you two are ready for the next field test.
Affirmative.
Take note of the locational information I'm about to transmit to you. This ship, you see, was built for an archaeological expedition. It will survive the radiation inside the Taurus wreckage. Additionally, the systems inside are built to interface with the old Terran hardware and software. The modified Mark 7 computational unit will be able to extract the terraforming data that our mutual researcher friend is yearning for. Be warned that the Terrans might not be too keen on rummaging through their forgotten garbage pile. I purchased a faulty ship ID, which will allow you to reach the Taurus wreckage without questions being asked. If you can avoid patrols, that is. You can download the forged ID at a station and deploy it directly to your ship. My business partner, you see, was very eager for anonymity.
This Paranid has been preparing a Taurus wreckage exploration. The Terrans have always been technologically ahead of the other civilizations. There could be a wealth of interesting tech to salvage in this old chunk of a Terran station.
Entering system. Getsofune. Autopilot disengaged. Cover activated. Terran Protectorate.
Good, good. Now you two should process Terran agricultural needs separately. But do not get completion. You will still need to avoid Terran military patrols. The larger ships in particular are equipped to recognize both significant not going to be there exactly legal in this space. But please, do reach the Taurus wreckage eventually. Be wary, there are Terran pests in this sector. Avoid getting within their scanner range altogether. Best case, they kick you out. Worst case, they start shooting.
Intercepting transmission.
Command, I'm getting odd readings here. Shouldn't Gate Patrol have reported Xenon presence?
Negative. No Xenon insurgent past the gate.
Might be a hiccup in that old program. I'll run sanity checks.
Entering Mars. Intercepting transmission.
Command, picking up signatures. Are there Xenon I should know about?
Entering V.
Negative.
Entering the moon. Intercepting transmission.
Yeah, that's what I thought. A system error. Nothing to report. Tell the quartermasters that our scanners need a complete overhaul.
Moon Station. Autopilot disengaged.
Behold, this minuscule shard of Terran hubris. We will excavate your secrets and leave more acquainted with the technology of the terraformers. I do wonder if they're still capable of their ancient deeds.
Destination reached. Analyzing Taurus wreckage. Mapping possible entries. Mapping completed. Possible entry confirmed. Awaiting breach.
Oh, your colleague is requesting your assistance. Enter the structure in your spacesuit and try to open the door to let you both in.
Cover deactivated.
There should be a main switch, which you might be able to access from the spacesuit. Switches in the structure react to the polarization of the hand laser and the repair laser to toggle between states. Other means of damage should also suffice. The switches are sturdy enough to handle most kinds of abuse.
Awaiting pilot. Docking granted.
Your colleague seems impressively capable in some ways, but she doesn't seem to trust in other piloting skills.
Cover activated. Terraria. Welcome, pilot number 3. Weapons operational.
Do not worry about that door. You will find another way out after collecting the data.
Awaiting breach. Morea. Cover deactivated.
Oh, there seems to be an airlock in the base. Oh, that means another maintenance job for you. There should be service tunnels to get to the other side of that door.
Awaiting pilot.
Do not leave your colleague behind. You are both mission critical.
Welcome to Taurus Internal Segment number 34. Subsegment storage. Requesting identification and wire transfer permit.
Maria. Docking Brent. Cover activated. Terran Protectorate. Welcome, pilot number 3. Danger. Hazardous region awaiting breach. Weapons operational.
This is a restricted area under the Terran Protection Act. Requesting identification.
Cover deactivated.
Requesting identification.
Awaiting pilot.
Intruder alert in section 3C.
Maria. Docking Brent. Cover activated. Terran Protectorate. Welcome, pilot number 3. Danger. Hazardous region detected. Weapons operational.
Oh, you've reached the hub for transferring ships to various parts of the Taurus. There should be controls to open the correct door.
Identify. Attention. Suspending all ship traffic at main hub C5, segment number 34. Restricting maintenance capabilities. You are under arrest for trespass, as defined by the Terran Protection Act. Security has been notified. Detention imminent.
Security indisposed.
Affirmative.
Requesting waiting time estimate.
Indefinitely.
Requesting hub obstruction time estimate.
Indefinitely.
Requesting segment number 34 main function.
Storage and distribution.
Requesting distribution efficiency estimate.
Task cannot be completed. Main function void. Rebooting.
Splendid. Proceed. Dispatch your guys to the data center.
Reboot complete.
Awaiting breach.
Attention intruders, you are under arrest for trespass as defined by the Terror Protection Act. You are advised to remain at your current location. Do not proceed. You have been warned.
Cover deactivated.
That seems ominous. Proceed with caution.
Awaiting pilot. Docking granted. Cover activated. Ray up. Welcome, pilot number 3. Weapons operational. Command rejected. Boost aborted. Proximity alert. Hostiles detected.
Enacting security protocols.
The turrets are emitting energy in this structure. I'll be able to take them, huh? Activate all switches to grant your colleague access.
Maria. Cover deactivated. Activated switch. 3. Affected switch. 4. Storage reserved. Transferring data.
Pay attention to the outcome of your interactions. The switches affect each other. Those switches are accessible right B. Ignore the unresponsibles, huh?
Data transfer paused. Activated switch. 6. Affected switch. 5. Data transfer resumed.
You are not authorized using firewall.
Oh, the security system is so. Continue on looking to override it.
Data transfer paused. Activated switch. 2. Affected switches. 1. Free.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
Activated switch. 5. Affected switch. 4.
Bypass detected. Rerouting nodes.
affected switches. 6, 7. Araya. All switches active. Data transfer resumed. Docking granted. Cover activated. Terran Protectorate. Welcome, pilot number 3. Weapons operational. Data transfer completed.
Archives breached. Initiating data corruption.
We have what we came for. Let us get out of here.
Command rejected. Boost aborted.
Oh, you got out of there. I was already wondering about possible malfunctions. Did the data transfer go through?
Requested data has been allocated.
We are at the rendezvous point and ready for transfer.
Oh, splendid. Deliver the data to this location before any pests get to you, eh? And that will conclude my part in our cooperation. Both of you have been quite adequate assistants. And I expect that both of you will work together to properly conclude our project. The best of luck, and farewell.
Okinawa. Research. Docking granted. Morea. Cover deactivated.
Got you.
Transferring data. Data transfer completed.
At last, we will be able to terraform. It will take a while. It could take.
Years? Greetings, Chief. I am immense.
You have.
The integrate.
You've done. I can't. It's all there. With this, we can. Guyan, thank you. The same data. They're interested in xenon behavior and believe that we'll leave it with the board. That is the least. I don't. At the very least, he did seem eager to get this situation. With the new. You've played a big role in this, and for that, we are grateful. We now have access. That will be. At last, our people will have a home world. Again, great thanks to you for the part. Farewell, friend.
Assistant. I still have the terraforming data we worked so hard to obtain and assemble. We too now have the knowledge to implement new, exciting terraforming projects.
Terraforming, eh? I did hope that we'd dig up something more useful to us spacefaring folks out here. Nonetheless, it will certainly prove useful in our shaping of the gateway.
Autopilot engaged. Entering the moon. Entering Venus. Entering Mars. Autopilot disengaged. Terran Wharf. Out of docking granted. Successfully docked.
It's an honor to have you aboard.
Hello there. Good luck out there. Morea. Mission achieved. Establishing long-distance uplink to Kuro Mankami. Transferring Expedition AI Core Mark 7. Farewell, Pilot Number 3. Hello there.
Great! I look forward to my first assignment.
Entering system. Antigone Memorial. Entering system. Argon Prime. Entering system. Heretics End.
School, we have to be able to teach the value of teamwork and the buddy system. And it is not simply a prerequisite for success, but essential to survival. On a combat mission, you can't simply swim to the surface and scream, "Ollie, Ollie, income free," and we'll try it tomorrow.
Sorensen! I'm nervous when I'm in the water, but it's weird. I'm not nervous right now, but I know when I get in the water, I'm gonna be.
We are inducing a hostile environment to which they need to learn to relax, put everything that's going on around them aside, and just focus on the task at hand.
Training exercises like buddy breathing, mask and snorkel recovery, treading water, and long endurance swims called finning will combine to make any swimmer vulnerable to physically breaking down.
I think about the pool when I'm going to the pool. Other than that, I try not to think about it, because if you do that, then you're just going to worry too much and psych yourself out.
Most of the stuff we do isn't that bad. It's just that we do it all together. We do underwaters first. You lose a lot of breath right there, your heart rate goes up, and then you do treading water. Your legs are moving, you got to keep your hands up.
Come on, Rodriguez. Get him up, get him up.
Your heart rate's always up, and with your heart rate up, it's hard to hold your breath.
Time! Hands down!
Buddy breathing is the event every student hates and every student fears. Buddy breathing will be the curse of 04's existence.
You put your damn face in the water, you breathe off the snorkel. There is no other available air source. You will not surface again, you understand?
We are simulating a rough surf environment where perhaps they only have one air source, and the two buddies need to be holding on to each other, because if they let go, they may never see their buddy again. Maintain your buddy, maintain your air source.
If you lose your buddy, he's dead. So if you break your grip and you lose that snorkel, that's your air supply and your buddy's gone.
I mean, you start kicking and it starts increasing your heart rate, and then they go to cap the breath, and you just start getting your heart rate up really high, and you can't even hold your breath for like that 5-10 seconds that it takes for your next breath to come.
Hey, at no point are you supposed to surface on this exercise. You are going to kill yourself or your partner out there in the ocean.
When they give you a breath, you can't get one, you get some water, so you want to cough. You start wanting air, forgetting what you're doing and just want air, just the air.
When you really want to get that breath of air and they grab the snorkel and bend it and you can't get to it, you're like, damn. Then you have to hand it back to your buddy, and then he takes his breath, and you saw his air go, and he goes, I'd love to have a breath of air right now. And you go back and he bends it again or covers it up, and you're underwater and you go, and there's nothing there but water. You're like, damn.
When you're talking being out in the ocean at night trying to rescue someone in 15 to 20-foot swells, what we're doing here is nothing compared to what's going on in the real world.
Practicing buddy breathing is not all technique. Instructors provide their own levels of difficulty that increase each week. But Sergeant Pack, a large man both in and out of the water, provides an intensity to buddy breathing that creates its own anxiety in 04.
I'd have to say Sergeant Pack is definitely the worst. I don't know if he doesn't understand how strong he is or what, but just the straight power that he seems to bring when you're buddy breathing is twice as bad as any other instructor. Sergeant Pack is like an earthquake. When he hits the water, you feel it on a Richter scale.
When I'm buddy breathing with students, I like to keep a pattern so that every group that comes through me gets the same thing. I'll start off with taking them both down to the bottom of the pool. I'll knock off their masks, check their grips.
Crazy how strong he is, man, and when he's checking your grips, it's just hard to hold on.
The washing machine technique, simulating rough surf by tossing these guys around back and forth, and then together back and forth, and together and apart, together and apart.
It's a nightmare. This guy's just huge, all muscle, and probably to him just barely moving you, and you're just sitting there flying all over the water, and it's hard to get a breath.
All you want to do is just definitely get some air, because you know it's right there at the surface, and he just holds you there. And you can't even clear your snorkel, and you just pray that he'll eventually let go, which he doesn't.
Oh yeah. keeping them in close and putting a little slight pressure downward so that they have to kick to stay up and elevate their heart rate a little bit.
When you're trying to concentrate on getting your breath in, trying to relax, and all you can feel is this kaboom, kaboom next to you. Yeah, it rattles your body.
He's the biggest guy I've ever met, and having him buddy breathe is the worst fear. You're scared shitless.
Week 3 is a training escalation from crawl phase to walk. The 44 students of 04 can only wonder what the day will bring.
This week and next week are supposed to be the 2 weeks that they really turn it up a couple notches. These 2 weeks in particular are where I think they probably weed people out.
You know, the frog in the pot of water, if you try to throw him straight into boiling water, he jumps out. But if you put him in cold water, then turn the heat on, he stays in the water. All it's doing, they're just turning the heat up a little bit.
I'm actually doing all right now. It's still tough.
I'm feeling confident at times, but other times I'm feeling kind of low. But that's what my brother's here for.
There's a core group of guys that they're going to have probably by the end of this week, and definitely a few people that are going to struggle, and you're going to see some fat cut here pretty soon.
04's first evaluation of the week is the 2-mile run under 14 minutes.
They finished 2 weeks of training. They're in their Monday of the 3rd week, so they're doing their run evaluation. We'll probably lose a few guys this week.
This time, everyone, especially Cabot, is focused on one thing: finishing within the time limit.
I just thought, you know, it's all good if I give it 100%, and it's just not possible. You have to just survive.
Survival is a hot topic inside the team. Away from the cameras, disgruntlement is growing. Cabot's outspoken comments are impacting team unity.
Honestly, those guys that are right on the edge of just punching out, I think they should take one for the team. Like, we're in their heated training and they're beating the crap out of us. Those type of guys where I hope they come up and say, you know, I can't do this, and they really take one for the team.
Face center, face!
The team unity rope signifies respect for teamwork. Failure to demonstrate teamwork will result in the rope being taken away and replaced by a heavy log or rail as a reminder that individual effort is not enough to get the job done. On the weekend preceding week 4, half the class leave the base without informing Sergeant Cherry or any other instructors. They go to a nearby water park out of uniform and against regulations.
You're supposed to be in phase 1. Okay, does that include wearing civilian clothing?
Negative, Sergeant.
Negative! It includes wearing a uniform on and off base, doesn't it?
Who are you, Sergeant?
When we make bad decisions, bad things happen. People die.
Feeling like a prisoner sometimes, like you're stuck here, not being able to go off base to go just grab a bite to eat or go to a movie.
Airman Williams, where are you at? Let's take a look at your leg over here. Let's go ahead and just...
The whole reason we got busted for Schlitterbahn was because of me, because I had a big scrape on my leg.
What happened to your leg?
Got a little strawberry,
Got a little strawberry. Man, I wonder what would have happened if you would have actually broke that leg. What would have happened in your life?
Training would have ended, Sergeant.
Okay, wow. Hey, every game has a set of rules that you have to follow. Well, so does this course. So does this career field. You follow them, generally you're going to be successful. You break them, life's going to suck. And now you guys get the log. That big fucker out there. Okay?
Cherry decrees that 04 will lose the privilege of carrying the unity rope and instead be required to carry a 2,200-pound log in its place.
And you're going to put guys on 20-minute shifts if you have to throughout the night.
We screwed up, so we kind of made our own destiny. We got the giant log.
So everybody say, thank you, Lieutenant. Thank you, Lieutenant. Say, hoo-yah, Lieutenant Pierce. Hoo-yah, Lieutenant Pierce.
As the unity rope is packed away, the issue is continuing to worsen.
All you would have had to do was just say, hey, look, Sergeant Cherry, this is what we have planned for the weekend. Do you have any problems? And I would have said, no, that's fine. Do you have a way up there? Do you have a way back? And, you know, is everybody going to be able to go? There is going to be no team leader for now. As far as a team leader, we're looking for somebody who can make smart decisions. If they make smart decisions, then they'll be rewarded and things will be fine. If they make poor decisions, they'll be punished.
Big days arrive at DRS hotels. Enjoy up to 60% off from March 31st to April 7th with the promo code BIGDAYS. Go to PalladiumHotelGroup.com now. Book your vacation and live the unique luxury hotel experience for adults only. Let yourself be captivated by the Caribbean and its exclusive destinations: Riviera Maya, Punta Cana, and Costa Mujeres, Cancun. Book now with up to 60% off at PalladiumHotelGroup.com.
Are you supposed to be looking at me, or are you supposed to be at attention?
Ironically, if the entire class had gone as a group, they would at least have demonstrated teamwork.
We're all supposed to be the same. We're all supposed to be a team. So either we all go to the water park and we all go in the same uniform, or we don't. And he picked up on that, and perfect reason for him to give us a telephone pole to put over our shoulders. So
Training is starting to progress. If you guys can't keep up with the program, all right, maybe you should just go away.
Cherry fires Captain Frazier as team leader and offers the leadership position to Staff Sergeant Reese if Reese can pass the upcoming 1,500-meter swim.
You ready to take this team? Oh yeah, Sergeant! You go to the Schlitterbahn this weekend? Negative, Sergeant. You didn't go to the Schlitterbahn?
Cherry intends that the class refocus on teamwork, and so he also announces that everyone will receive the same punishment, whether they went off base or not.
That's a verbal contract.
For Cabot, carrying the log for others' mistakes only reinforces his growing impatience with his teammates' apparent lack of dedication.
Ready to put that big frickin' log.
you have people that they just don't care. Even on the weekend, I'm here for pararescue. I mean, I'm thinking about it constantly, stretching, icing, eating, sleeping. Just, you know, I want to get out of here.
If they don't have the perseverance to actually go through everything we ask them to here at the course, then there's no way they're going to be effective out on a mission. The missions in themselves, they're not going to be fun. It's not going to be glorious. You're going to be out there, bad guy country, getting shot at, and that's where the unknown is. You got to be able to persevere through all of that. It's what the course is about.
Halfway through day one of week 3, and the class already is paying for its lack of focus, but it won't matter. By the end of this day, the weight of the log will seem minor compared to the heavy burden the next few hours will bring. The last midterm of the morning is the 1,500-meter fin swim. The fin swim is exhausting, and fatigue can dissolve the self-confidence of even the strongest man. Already reeling under losing their unity rope, students are facing performance challenges that threaten to overwhelm them. Each man must swim 15 laps in under 30 minutes. If Reese can pass, Cherry will allow him to take command of the class. 15 laps may not seem like a lot, but Reese has not passed a fin swim yet. Both he and Cherry know the odds of passing today are against him. Reese loses time on each lap, eventually finishing 1 minute and 48 seconds over the limit. But Reese is not the only one with problems. Vogel, too, also fails to make his fin time, and his shaken confidence is hard to hide. Despite his brother's support, Vogel, too, is clearly uncomfortable in the water.
I don't know. Just trying to keep my legs hard. I don't know. I don't think his chance of getting through the course is shot. If anything, he'll be set back, but it's nothing he can't make up. What sucks is, like, 10 minutes from now, I'll be ready to go. Just have to try harder next time.
Vogel, too, like Reese, is approaching the point where resolve may not be enough to survive.
All right, let's go, Reese. You gotta make this happen.
With Sergeant Keaton running the pool deck, the class is clear that the training phase has moved from a crawl to a walk.
I can't hear you. Head off the deck. Legs straight.
As the instructors probe for weakness, seeking out vulnerability, the men struggle to tough it out.
Last 2 weeks, things are about to change. There's a new sheriff in town for today. Get him out there. I said keep your feet out of the water. All right. Reese, you better get hold of this whole group and make it happen. Let's go. Hurry up.
I turn up the heat. We turn up the stress level a little bit, and guys become uncomfortable and decide, hey, this isn't for me. I'm going to go do something else.
Legs up, arms up. Dead cockroach. Hurry up. Get your hands off your legs, Shaw. Get them up, get your arms up. Look at your teammate to your right. Hello? How about looking at your teammate to the right? Get your legs up.
The class resists the relentless assault on their sensibilities until Keaton's actions find an unexpected target.
Quitting, Vogel?
Vogel, too, quits.
You've had enough? Say words. Say it. Hurry up! You quit. There's one quitter. Legs down, everybody. Legs down.
I was sitting there doing flutter kicks, and I couldn't move my legs. I just couldn't do it anymore.
Around your neck. Stand by.
I guess that's the first time I've actually had muscle failure, and I freaked out.
I was trying to talk him out of it. My mask was flooded, you know, and I was trying to yell at him, but I guess there was nothing I could do.
Vogel number 2 was kind of a shock to everybody. He checked out, and again, that was another one. He didn't say anything to anybody. He just left.
What about you, Vogel? You ready to punch too?
Negative, Sergeant. Totally taken by surprise. I mean, he's been having some trouble, but he said he wasn't going to quit. He's probably regretting his decision right now.
Vogel 1's gutting it out, and I'm glad to see him stick around. I was very surprised to see that his brother didn't have the fortitude to keep up.
Drop your mask, drop your mask. Everybody drop your mask.
But Vogel 2 is not the only one who's had enough.
Here we are, Sergeant. I quit.
All right, grab gear, get out here.
The main guy that surprised me the most was Airman Woodford. He seemed to be doing really well and excelling. He got better on his run times. He seemed pretty confident on just about everything he did. He got up and, to the surprise of a lot, and quit.
Reasons for quitting are not profound. Students know when they have had enough.
I don't know, I've been thinking lately. I don't know if this is what I want to do for 6 years. Once you say the words, you can't take them back. If I could take them back right now, I think I probably would.
When you see people stand up and quit, it's tough. It really is. One day at a time, one event at a time. I'm whooped.
We lost 5 men today in water confidence. They did nothing more than some flutter kicks and actually some underwaters, and we had men not wanting to continue with training. You go ahead and put job purses right up there.
By the end of day 1, week 3, Class 04 is down to 40 students from the 66 who began.
It'll be a better day.
I sat here and said I'd never quit, and I ended up quitting, and I'm still confused on how and why I quit. I freaked out, and now I'm out and wishing I was back in.
There's always that second where you're thinking, you know, this kid could have made it. You just have to be able to accept that anybody could go at any time.
Sergeant, get back in the water! Sergeant, over here.
The students in Pararescue Indoctrination Class 04 have 4 days, 7 weeks to go until graduation.
You men need to listen up.
Their only easy day is yesterday.
I quit. These are the last 2 weeks.
That others